welcome to the podcast, and we are really happy to have you here. So, Pooja, today we are going to discuss about your journey and your path to become the platform engineer. And yeah, this is what we are going to talk about, and we'll see what we can discuss more. So, can you tell us about your career journey, how you
Sure.
started?
Sure. Thanks, Monica, for this opportunity. So right now I'm working as a platform engineer in a company called Study In. I have recently joined here, but I have a decade of experience in different things like cloud solutioning and architecting, DevOps, operations, and cloud consulting as well. So I have worked with multiple MNCs, multiple reputed MNCs, and I've gained a lot of experience in different domains.
That's great. Can you go in a little bit deep from where you studied and how's your life and how you get into the tech and what's that turning point that you are like, okay, I want to be an engineer and I really want to work as an engineer?
To be honest and frank with you, when I completed my studies and when I was about to complete my school studies, I was not sure that I want to be engineer. Every mediocre child, I was not sure what are the things I have to opt. Of course, engineering is a rush
Yeah.
in nowadays market, and in fact, back when I was doing my schooling, I was not sure on that note, but I would say that it was giving me some sort of paths where I was interested in some of the concepts of engineering, and I have done my engineering from a reputed college in Kanpur, UP, which is PSIT. Uh, that was specific to computer science engineering. Also, to go in a little backside, I am history side. I am actually a defense brat.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah, my father has served in Indian Air Force for 32 years. So when he was serving for the nation, and because of this, I've changed a lot of cities, and that gave me a good amount of discipline in my life, which I didn't expect it. Which I see people lag nowadays. I am not bragging on that, but actually it helps me consciously or subconsciously in my different journeys, or the company I change, or the project I join. Maybe we'll discuss a little more on that. But yeah, that was the moment when I thought, okay, engineering and computer science is a good choice.
Yeah.
And I opted for a very reputed college of Kanpur, and I'm glad that I got an
Yeah.
opportunity. And from there, I got campus placement in a company, famous company called HCL. Uh, and then it was a different story. From there also.
So can you tell us, sorry to interrupt you, can you tell us, our audience, the timeline when you finished your college and when you get into the HCL?
Yeah. So when I was in college, it was 2010 to 14,
Okay.
14 batch.
Okay.
And I was very sure about this part that I'm not going to take a break in any of the things, whether it's study, whether
Yeah.
it's a job.
Yeah.
From very early stage, I was very sure on that. So when I see people around me were dropping for preparation of different colleges, I just tended to think to go on with the flow. Of course, having some aims in my life. So I got this opportunity of HCL in the campus itself. I got campus recruited. I came here in Delhi NCR for my trainings, which was for 3 to 4 months. Uh, uh, and then I don't think I have even free for even a month. I got deputed to a project which started in 2014 late itself, around December. And after that, I'm continuously working from last 10 years.
That's great actually, because I know you have worked in 5 companies. So what do you think, what's the main thing that really helps in your career journey to get this job? And yeah.
Yeah. So everybody can have different priorities in life, but what I think is, like I just told you, the concept of moving on.
Yeah.
Do not stop yourself. Do not, think that a better opportunity will come to your way. In fact, move on at every step. I think that's the best thing. And you never, you did not sit and think that you are, you can handle the future things or not. Just step into it, and then I think you can feel the confidence once you do things. And so that's why I was able to switch 5 companies.
Yeah.
And I gained a lot of experience from different companies, be it technical or non-technical or soft skills. that's the key strategy. You don't have to wait for the right things. You have to move on. You don't have to sit and say, because I hear from a lot of people, this is not my way. This is not exactly what I have studied in my BTech. I can't do this. I think I didn't choose that way. I actually move on.
Exactly, because most of the time we don't know what our future holds. So
Yeah.
whatever comes, we have to accept it.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to know one thing, like as a student, okay, as a girl as well, if you want to get the job in some specific company, so what's your 2-3 technology you want to suggest to that student? Okay, like you have worked in 4-5 companies, you know how the tech has changed, but what's the 1 to 2 language that you really wanted to tell them? Okay, just focus on that, just don't focus on most of the thing, because I know most of the people do this mistake. They wanted to do everything, right?
Yeah,
So what's
of
your
course.
opinion on that?
So back when I was studying, one language or one technology would be enough.
Yeah.
And I have started with like this. But
Yeah.
now when I see those all skills comes with a comma in your
Right.
skills which is required for a job. So for example, I started with a Linux platform and I was hired as a Linux platform engineer. Now Linux is just a sub skill for a different job requirement. So that is how time is changing. I see students nowadays studying Python and everything in college itself.
Yeah.
When I was there in college, least we bothered about Java or Python or anything.
Yeah.
But one thing which I suggest, because I also come from the same background, I see cloud is everywhere now.
Right.
Cloud is going as a history now. People need to have knowledge on cloud. There are 4-5 providers which are really active nowadays, like AWS, GCP, and Azure. You have to choose one of them and command at least a basic on that, because even you move to any other technology, you need to have a cloud knowledge on that. If we talk about specifically on tech side, of course there are other jobs always available in market where you don't need cloud, but having a cloud knowledge make yourself a little comfortable in the market.
Yeah.
And of course with that, hold at least one language. Python is going very famous. Java is outdated right now, so go with the one language and don't overburden yourself with that. If you can try with Gen AI, because that is holding the whole market right now.
Exactly.
And it's the new future.
Right.
So if you can focus on these 3 things when you are in your student life, I'm sure at least one of them would help you to find your first job.
Okay, so the first thing is the Python, and the second thing, just experiment with the Gen AI, and the third thing, just choose the cloud, any of the cloud. Okay, so one more thing comes up. So most of the students are like, okay, we are not able to choose one cloud. Okay, what should we choose? So what your opinion on that? What cloud they should choose, or it just like just choose any of them?
Okay, if you talk about students who have not yet explored, I would suggest, because I am the one who have actually worked on 3 of the clouds. I can't say that I have a full experience on all 3 sides, because it's humanly tough to know all the 3 clouds.
Yeah.
People are there in market, but what I would suggest as a student, you can start with any one of the cloud. AWS is going very famous now.
Yes.
It is famous from last few years. It is still there in market. Most famous Netflix, OTT, they are running on AWS. There is Spotify running their loads on AWS. So there are ample amount of. So let's start with AWS, study them, experiment them. They have their free tier accounts, experiment with them, do the basic certification on AWS. I don't think anyone would need too much technical knowledge to start with AWS basic certification.
Yeah.
So go with that, and I'm pretty sure you will find a comparison between all the 3 clouds.
Right.
So once you start with AWS and go back to another cloud, GCP, the terms would differ, but the concept remains same. So it will be easy for you.
Yeah, exactly, because I also started with the GCP, because in our time, GCP was free and
Yeah.
they were giving us the credits and all.
Right.
But when I started working, then they gave me AWS, like you have to work with the AWS. So it was pretty easy to work with that
Right.
because it's very similar.
Yeah, right.
So-
So a similar kind of experience happens with me when I got selected in one of the company for a different AWS skill, a different cloud skill, but I have given a different cloud to lead a team. And to be honest, it was a setback because I was hired for something else. But then I took it as a challenge, and since I worked on AWS already, I got a much similarity between GCP and AWS, and I think it was my hard work of 2 to 3 months, and I was able to do all the stuffs which were required in the environment. And I was able to successfully lead that GCP
Wow,
team.
that's so great. Also, and what I have experienced, students know AI for positions like software engineer as well, data engineer, but I don't think so they are aware about the platform engineer. So can you tell us a little bit about the platform engineering role?
Sure. So there is actually a lot of buzz going around LinkedIn and everywhere. Back when I started working, there was a simple term, software engineer, and it covered a lot of things in that.
Yes.
Everybody in different companies was working under this same term. But now we have different terms: SD, software engineer, platform engineer, operation engineer, cloud engineer, cloud administrator. We have n number of terms.
Ops and all.
Ops and all. So I have also worked like that. So there are multiple terms in different areas and different teams, and they work according to the company's requirement. But as a platform engineer, I would like to clear on that platform engineer is someone who makes the developer's life easy. Now, it can do n number of things to make the developer and application team's life easy. Whatever they want to deploy on the front end, application or a developer want to do something, you are responsible for giving them whole platform, be it deployment of any infrastructure, be it running your container, building up your container, or installing something on their machine so that they can use that. So anything which acts like a platform
Okay.
for application and developers would come under responsibility of a platform engineer.
So you started your career as a platform engineer, or you started as a software engineer, or you were working on?
Yeah, I was telling you that platform engineering was not a so common term when I started.
Right.
So I started as a Linux, and in fact, more older than this. If you have heard about that technology, Solaris. Solaris was is a kind of a little old platform, old OS, like Linux is a OS, similar ways for Solaris was a OS. Most of the physical machines were there for Solaris, and you will see most of the earlier, not now, most of the banks uses Solaris machines.
Wow, I never heard about
Yeah,
it.
so
Thanks.
you usually used to be in a project which is a super secure project working for a bank. So most of the client I have worked initially in my career were banks like Western Union or something related to bank or finance. So I started with that. It was a really tough technology to study at that time. I have to do the certification as well. Then I moved to Linux, and in my career, I was at a moment when I saw that cloud is booming up.
Right.
And I got the opportunity. I joined a company as a cloud engineer. I learned AWS from there, and then moved to GCP, and then cloud consulting, and then platform engineer.
That's a great career journey.
Yeah.
Also, Pooja, you are mom, you are daughter, and how you are handling all of that? Like you have this much of experience, decade of experience, and you are handling very greatly. So how? I really just wanted to know that.
That's so sweet. I am a mom of 2-year-old, and trust me, to handle a newborn is little easier than handling a toddler. So day by day, my responsibilities and my troubles are increasing. But one thing which makes me going on is we are taking this conversation to a little different way. Is her face. I never imagined that I will be able to work after I deliver a baby, because life changes for every woman. In India, at least, you have to go through this phase.
Right.
You have to marry. You will have a family, be it in any corner of India. You will have child in your life, maybe later in your life, maybe sooner, whatever. But one thing which I advise, you should not stop your life because of that. in my life, I just chose to move on. I never thought to take a break and take care of her. And I'm thinking that right now when you are speaking, I'm thinking that I'm doing great on that note. I'm handling her, and I in fact in she's 2 years now, and I even thought to switch because most of the people think that we can stay back and get that comfort zone.
Same company.
But luckily, I got that comfort zone in my last company when she was born, and when you go into market and search for right people, you get the company also which support this work life balance and a new mom challenges. So I luckily get this time from my company side to handle my baby, and I sometimes I'm not able to meet those deadlines, but I adjust them according to the need. If I have to feed her, that's my first priority. Maybe I have to sit her once she sleeps. I have to sit till 12 a.m. night. I have to wake up early morning to go office. But I think life goes on, and if you really want to do something, things will be adjusted according to this. So that's how it's going on. And if somebody who is coming to this phase and ask me the same question, how do you handle it? I'm also going to be mom. I just say them one answer. I don't know. I'm just doing it.
Just don't stop.
Just
right?
don't stop.
Also, I really wanted to know, like, as a woman, be it if you are a student or if you are a mom, working woman, so we have this imposter syndrome, like, oh, we don't know that much. Yeah, we really need to work on our skill a lot. We are not ready. So how you deal with it?
Yeah. So I think this kind of syndrome happens, at least comes in front of me every often. I think it happens with everyone. And trust me on one thing, when you join a new company or a new project or a job, I'm sure you must be at a place where you don't know things, because if you know things, why are you joining a new job? So those challenges can scare you, that how I will manage these things. For example, when I joined as a platform engineer, there were new set of ISC tools in front of me, which I have never worked. I don't know if you've heard about this. Pulumi is ISC tools, which I have never heard in last 10 years. But the company is working on that. So I'm right now in that phase where I have to learn each day new things to run my infrastructure there. So these things happens with everyone, be it men or women. But one thing which I do to overcome this is, when I feel overwhelmed, I just take a step back and I count on my wins. That it could be a small win or a big win, not exactly on money wise or salary wise, but something which maybe a small gesture of appreciation. My manager have done something for me, or somebody in email just appreciated me. All those things brings confidence in me, and I just think that I can do it because I've done it in last 10 years. I can do it right now also. And this applies in real life also.
Also, Pooja, that's very inspiring. But I've seen you on LinkedIn and on social medias. You are speaking at the conferences, right? And you are attending the meetups and all, and you are doing your job as well. So sometimes most of the people after the graduation or after getting the job, they are like, okay, we don't want to go to the events, or we don't want to join any communities and all. So what's that one thing that inspire you to just show up every day and just be the part of the communities?
Well, great question. Though it could be a personal choice, but for me, I think right now the world is not running on one thing. You have to have something which is having a multiple skill, not only on your technology side. You can't be just doing your job. I think you need to be equally involved in your soft skills, and that works a lot. I have seen it. It happens with me in different company. I've seen that it actually increased my confidence in different events in my office itself. I chose to recently join different events, and I've been doing it from last few years. But I really see that when I go to these events as an attendee or a speaker, I learn a lot. I network a lot with people. A lot of that's how we met also. But it actually gives you energy. I mean, it's tough to come on weekends.
Right.
I know, but it helps you to bring that confidence that you can speak, that you can gain knowledge from different people, and that you can learn different technology, and that helps in a many sense. You network, you enjoy, you meet different set of people,
Right.
which you meet on those 5 days. So completely, I think completely a bonus for me, and I love to do till I get bored. but
Yeah.
but it is good.
We also really want to see you on stage and hope this will continue. So, one more thing, do you have any mentor in your life that really
Yeah.
inspire you?
Okay, I was working just few months back in LTI Mindtree,
Yeah.
which was earlier a Mindtree name company, and so till then I was working as a, like I was telling you, cloud operation engineer, this that and all, focusing on only
Yeah.
technical things. Weekend rest, maybe sometimes weekend also work when I started my career. But then I met this person who is my mentor, Ashutosh Dikshit,
Yeah.
and I met him accidentally through LinkedIn. I was preparing for some interview, and he helped me on that. But one thing I learned from him is what was just your earlier question: how to open yourself in events with people, not exactly on events, with people, how to share your knowledge, how to speak up, how to develop your soft skills. He's right now AWS ambassador of LTI Mindtree. He just went to AWS reInvent. He inspires me a lot. He's the one who actually helped me to groom my skills. And trust me, when I'm speaking, and if he hears that, he will still say that you are not doing well. So that's I think he's right now the best mentor in my life. Apart from my technical stuff, he helped me to focus on different soft skills. And every time if somebody comes and appreciate me that you are doing well, you are speaking nicely at
Yeah.
events, you are attending events, I silently give credit to Ashutosh.
Wow, thank you so much, Ashutosh. Thank you so much. I don't have mentor, like very specific mentor. I don't have, but I really wanted to know, do you have any trick to share, like how we can also get the mentor, or it just
I think there is no trick, but a green flag you can see is
Yeah.
a person who don't stop you, or who just don't confide you to specific things. Uh, if I say to that person who is my mentor that whatever you're suggesting, maybe I'm not liking it,
Yeah.
he should be okay with that, and the ego should not hit him that yeah,
Right.
she want to try new things, yeah, she want to not do this public event, that's fine. These kind of things you see in your mentor, not the one who actually from mentorship force you.
Yeah.
So usually people, being a mentor, people sometimes force you to do these things. So a real mentor, in my opinion, is the one who actually handles you, treat you equally important as he is or she is,
Yeah.
and inspire you every day. So if you get this kind of person, just keep that person in your life. And even you change your job, because we are in this kind of
Right.
jobs where we have to change every few years, be in contact of that person. That person will always help you in your life.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you are right. We should have that space where we can, talk about anything to that
Exactly.
person. Okay,
Exactly.
this is really, I wanted to do, and I really need your support, your
Yeah,
opinions
exactly.
as well. That's what we need. So, we are almost at our end of our podcast. So, Pooja, do you have anything to share to all the women that are watching this podcast and to all the students?
Yeah.
So, any advice you want to give them?
Yeah, there are multiple, but we are focusing on women in tech here.
Yeah.
So I would like to give maybe 2 or 3 advice here. One which is like, which I have self experience.
Right.
One, take your own decisions. You don't have to depend on your friend, boyfriend, husbands, or anyone, or father for your
Yeah.
decision.
Yeah.
If your heart says it is right, go for it, try for it. Second advice would be, depending on the first advice, don't regret on your decision. If you have taken it, don't regret on it, because everything is journey of your life. If I'm standing here completing a decade of experience in IT, I can say that I have faced some wrong decisions and some right one. That's my journey.
Exactly.
Yeah. So don't regret on whatever you did. Maybe you did wrong or right, but this is your journey. And last advice, don't stop your learning mode. The world is going high every day. You have to learn every day.
Every day.
Every day. Don't stop yourself. Speak to different people. Talk something sense. Gain more knowledge. Even if you are studying, even if you are doing job, gain more knowledge around that. Speak sensible and hear sensible. That's one last piece of advice which I will like
Thank
to
you
give.
so much. I mean, this is a gold advice. So this is something that's very important for all the women's. So just don't stop. Just keep going, keep going, keep going, and you don't have to think a lot.
Yes.
Just show up. Just show up. Whenever you get a chance, just show up.
That's right. That's exactly what I
Yeah.
wanted to say that just go on. Go on with the flow and the world will fix everything for you. You
Yeah.
have a crown to wear.
Yeah, thank you so much, Pooja, for
Thanks.
coming, and hope we will have this chat again. So yeah, thank you so
Thanks,
much.
Monica, for having me here. And thank you once again. Looking forward to meet you again.
Me too.
Thanks.